My name is Maggie Baldwin, and I'm 20 years old. I'm a junior at Salisbury University studying nursing. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was 11, so I've had it for about 9 years now. Crohn's disease is when you have inflammation or ulceration in your intestinal tract, and it can be anywhere from the mouth all the way down. I was in high school my freshman year that I really started to have problems, and it really got bad when I was a junior. That's when my doctor decided that they wanted to do a resection surgery, which just means that they would take out the pieces that were diseased and reconnect the healthy pieces. I had that surgery done the beginning of my junior year, and everything seemed okay until about a week later when I started experiencing really bad burning all throughout my abdominal cavity. And I had a CAT scan done to see what was going on there, and they found that the pieces that were reconnected actually fell apart, and everything that I had eaten that week and all of the bile that's in your intestines was actually outside of the intestines. And this caused a very bad infection called peritonitis, which can be fatal if it's not treated immediately. So I had to have emergency surgery. I remember right before my surgery telling my dad that I didn't care what they did to me, I just wanted the pain to stop. So I woke up about 3 days later, and I remember there was this nurse kind of hovering over me, looking at my stomach, and I asked her, "Do I have an ostomy bag?" And she said, "Yeah, you do. It's right here." She pointed it out to me, and I just saw this little pink thing. So after that, I had to become comfortable with the idea that I was going to have a bag, possibly for the rest of my life. Socializing was kind of hard in high school because I wasn't there most of the time, or I was sick, so I didn't really go out and experience what normal high schoolers would do. I had a lot of issues just even going out to the mall with my friends because, I was afraid, would I have to run to the bathroom, or after I got my ostomy surgery, would my ostomy leak when I was there? A lot of people will affectionately name their ostomy bags something, and I was sitting there one day with my best friend Kelsey, and I told her about that. I said, people always name their stomas, like what should mine be? And she told me it should be named Leroy, jokingly, and it actually has stuck, and it's been named Leroy for about 4 years now. So every year on my surgery birthday, I get a cake, and I get one of those numbered candles, and I have a little party for my ostomy. Crohn's has definitely made a big impact on my college life. I came to Salisbury wanting to be part of the nursing program, and I wasn't able to because my freshman year I wound up being hospitalized for a virus that was made much worse by my ileostomy bag, and I missed a lot of class and wound up affecting my grades quite a bit, so I didn't make it in the nursing program because of my GPA. Well, about 4 years ago, after I got my ileostomy, I was sitting there wondering if I was the only 16-year-old girl who had a bag on her side, because it's generally thought of as something older people would get. So I decided to make a YouTube video just saying what happened to me, saying that I had this bag, and I wanted to see if anybody else would respond to it. So I was surprised by how many people did respond. I had hundreds of messages from people all over the world contacting me saying that they were going through the same things, and that's kind of how it got started. And companies started contacting me saying, can you review our products in a video? Can you show them and give your thoughts on them? And more people started contacting me, and it wound up turning into a modeling thing. So now I model for pretty big medical companies like Convatec and model their products. I used to be very self-conscious, but now I kind of just throw it out there. I will go on the beach with a bikini and just kind of show my stuff off, because not anymore, I don't think that it makes me less sexy than I am. I think I went through a lot to get it, so I feel like more of a badass than everybody else. I have all these scars, I did this, you probably wouldn't survive it, so I'm pretty confident with it now. The Take Steps Walk is a way that all of us Crohn's and colitis people can come together and help raise funds for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America. And my friend Cassie and I participated in it last year, and we wound up raising almost $6,000. And this year we're really trying to get the spirit going, so both of us are going to be MCs for the event.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's when I was 14 years old. I met Maggie over summer at a camp called Camp Oasis. It's just a camp for sick kids, really. And Maggie was one of my cabin mates. So I met her, and she was her first year there too. So we just kind of clicked and realized that we didn't live too far away from each other, and I convinced her to come to Salisbury. So
The walk is for raising awareness and raising funds to help find a cure for Crohn's and colitis, because it does affect many people. There are many people at Salisbury University that have it and nobody knows, and so it's kind of cool to walk. At last year's event, it was great to see how many people, not just people affected by the disease, but people from our university. There were so many people who didn't even know what Crohn's or colitis was. They came out just to support us, and I know our goal for this year is $50,000 to raise, and I know last year our goal was $30,000, and we actually wound up getting over $30,000 for the walk, so that was really incredible. Cassie and I are going to be the MCs of the event, so we'll be doing all the announcements this year and trying to get everybody revved up and ready to walk. I would say to anybody else with Crohn's to just hold on, because things will seem like they're the worst. Your life will seem like it's just horrible, but they will get better. They have so many treatments, so many options. They're coming up with new things every day. I see new medicines listed. So there is definitely hope for Crohn's. It's just a process of waiting until you're better. And it will happen. It just takes time. So hold on.